Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Football Heritage. Today I'll be bringing you another edition of the preview between the game between Manchester United and Nottingham Forest, which will play at Old Trafford tomorrow. Forest of late, they have lost 3 games recently. I think they have lost 3 of their last 5 games in the Premier League. They lost at home to Newcastle United. They lost to Arsenal and they lost to Manchester City. They lost to Arsenal 3-0. They lost to Manchester City 3-0. And for us, our last 5 games in the Premier League, we drew 2. We drew to Ipswich Town and Chelsea. And we won 2 and we lost 1. That was the game on Wednesday when we lost 2-0 to Arsenal. So we only have like 3 players out going into this game, coming from a defeat. Even though we lost the game to modern day Stoke City, Arsenal, because their biggest strength this season is set pieces. The Arsenal biggest strength this season. As we all saw on Wednesday night, they scored with 2 corners to win again 2-0. First half, we were the better team first half. We had a lot of the ball in that first half. We controlled the game in that first half. But second half, 2 corner kick, they scored. And as the coach said earlier, a previous press conference, that we are going to suffer before we start to win games, before we start to be consistent. When I say win games, I'm talking about consistency. Before we start to win games consistently, that is going on a 5 game, going 5 game winning streak, 6 game, 10 game, 8 games, just like that. But as it is the beginning. The coach has not had enough time to prepare the boys for the games so far. So it is a difficult moment. It is a difficult time for the coach coming at this period wherein the games are coming thick and fast. He doesn't have even 3 days to prepare for a game. So he got to learn from the games, not from the training ground. So it's very difficult at this moment, but we all can see the pathway to success. From the past 4 games, we are seeing a style of play. We are seeing a style of play for the past 4 games. We are seeing it, but it's going to take time. It's not a quick fix. That's for sure. It is not a quick fix. It's going to take time. It is going to take time. It's not a quick fix. So, Manchester United fans, We have to be patient with this coach. He knows what he is doing. From the get go, we all can see. We have eyes to see. We have eyes to see. It's different. Over 2 years, Eric Ten Hag was in charge. He didn't show us any style of football, nothing. But this coach, the first few games, you can see it. We all can see what he's trying to do. But he will need some players to execute his system, his style of play better. So we have to give him time to buy some players that will fit in his system. But tomorrow game is a must-win game for us. We have to win. We have to get back on track. At Old Trafford, we should be beating N.Forest at Old Trafford. I don't care about the form they are having, the form they are in. I don't care. Game like that, we should be winning. And we shouldn't struggle. The players, they have to be committed. They have to give 100% for that game tomorrow. They have to, because we got to win. Because next weekend, we will be at the Etihad. That's going to be a very difficult game. City, they want to crawl back into the title race. So we have to win today. So even if we draw next weekend at the Etihad, it will not be a bad result. So tomorrow game we have to win. And for me, I think the best 11 for tomorrow game should be in goal, Andre Onana. He has been one of our best players this season. So automatically he has to start. And left wing back, Lisandro Martinez is back from his 1 game suspension after getting 5 yellow card. So he should play on the left side of the back three. And Matthias Delayed should play in the middle of the back three. And Mazraoui should play on the right side. The wing back, Amad Diallo should play the right wing back. Left wing back, I won't put Diogo Dallo. He has been a baseman this season, particularly as a left wing back. He has been terrible. So I will go for Malasia. And in the middle, the 2 men in the middle, I will go for Kobe Mano. He's back from his suspension. He had 5 yellow card. That's why he didn't play against Arsenal. 1 game suspension. He's back. So he should be in the middle alongside Manuel Ugarte. I think Ugarte should be an automatic starter in the squad. Winning the ball back defensively, he is the best we have. No doubt. From what I have seen in a short period of time, he is the best that can play alongside Kobe. Casemiro doesn't have the legs to cover ground. He doesn't. So Ugarte should start tomorrow alongside Kobe Mano. And the up front, I will go with Rasmus. Rasmus Højlund up front. Beyond Rasmus Højlund, Bruno Fernandes, and Joshua Zexi. Because I have criticized him a lot, but when he plays deep, he does better than playing the number 9 position. So, or if you don't use Zexy, you can use Mason Mount. But I guess he will go with Rashford because the narrative those mainstream media they are pushing that the coach should get the best out of Rashford. No, the coach cannot get the best out of Rashford unless Rashford is willing to get the best out of himself. He should be willing to get the best out of himself. And this squad this time around is not player FC. No, we want a winning mentality instilled in our players. And this guy, if you watch the Arsenal game, his body language, everything was not good enough. It doesn't matter whether you start or not, whether you coming on 5 minutes to go, you have to give 100%. But what did he do against Arsenal? Walk around the pitch like a donkey. So he needs to be on the bench. That would be Malano if I was in charge, but I'm not. The coach, he knows better than I do. So he has his own idea. But I think this lineup will be close to what he will use tomorrow. So all I am expecting tomorrow is a massive win. We have to get back on track. We have to win again tomorrow. Even though they have some threat going forward, you cannot underestimate Crystal Palace because they have player like Chris Wu. He is very good in the air, and he's one of the higher goal scorers this is in the Premier League. Chris Wu. And Anthony Ilanga will want to prove a point against Manchester United because he's a former Manchester United player from the academy. So he will want to prove a point. And they have player like Cho, Callum Hudson, Odoi. And the Wolves, excuse me, Nottingham Forest, they are very dangerous on the break. So we have to be careful. On the break, they are a very dangerous team. Alanga, he has a lot of pace. Hudson Odoi, he has pace. That's how they play. We all know Nuno Espirito Santos. When he was coaching Wolf, this is his style, counter attack. And they are very good at counter. So we have to be careful with our counter attack tomorrow. And Chris Wu is very good in the air. So we have to be careful. We have to be careful with him. Even though if Lenny Yoro 100% fit, I mean, like he was straight away, he should start in a battery. But from tomorrow, after tomorrow game, I want to see a consistent battery of Lenny Yoro on the right side of the battery, Matthias Delay in the middle of the battery, then Lisandro Martinez on the left side of the battery. That should be our consistent battery, unless you want to rest somebody or somebody is injured in the battery. But that should be our starting battery. That should be our starting battery. So, apart from tomorrow game, moving forward, if everyone is fit, Onana starter. The battery that should be the starting battery, Matthias Delay in the middle of the battery, Lisandro Martinez on the left side, and Lenny Yoro on the right side. Then the wing back, Amad Diallo on the right side of the wing back, Mazraoui on the left side. Because technically, he's our best player. Technically, Mazraoui is gifted. He knows how to play under pressure. He doesn't panic in possession. He's the best at it. He does not panic in possession. He knows how to play under pressure. So moving forward until we can have a proper left wing back, Mazraoui should be the left wing back and Ama the right wing back. And Kobe and Ugarte pick themselves. Those two should be our starting two in the middle of the pack. Off from, I cannot guarantee anybody like better than the rest. No. He can start anyone off from. The three position off from, it doesn't really matter. Nobody really clear over their friend like that. And I know Bruno as a captain is going to start. So you level two position. I don't care whether it's Ganacho, Mount, Rasmus, Rashford. Those four, is it 4 or 5? Okay, let me name them. Ganacho, Rashford, Zexi, Rasmus, Messima. So those 5 players can fight for the other two positions. But the rest, they are the best in those positions. So they should start. And it is time for the club to do something about Luke Shaw contract. This guy, he's not available. How many weeks was he fit for in the entire 2024? 3 or 4 weeks. Whole year from January to December, this guy was fit for Manchester United for like 3 or 4 weeks. That is not good enough. That is not good enough. Once you are not available, that means you're not capable of playing for the football club. Availability is the best. You can be Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi. If you're not available, no. Nobody going to sign you. This is a problem. This guy, he has missed more games than any other Manchester United player in recent time. So we should have that conversation. And there should be a clause in those player contract that if you don't play in 2-3 years, you don't play certain amount of game, your contract can be terminated without you being paid the 100% for the rest of the contract. That clause should be inserted in their contract. This guy is always injured. Even he's walking, he get injured just by walking on the training ground. Just by playing in a living room, he got injured. Yeah. As a human being, you can feel for him. But this is a football club. We are not running charity. And people giving him grace. They didn't give Anthony Martial such a grace, even though Anthony Martial he was more available than Luke Shaw in a period of time. The both of them were at the football club. Nobody gave him that grace to feel sorry as a human being because it's not his fault he getting injured. So the same way people like Anthony Martial, people like Martial, Pogba, the same way they were treated, Luke Shaw should be treated the same. It's no different from those guys. Shaw should be treated the same. It is time for Shaw contract to be terminated. How many years now? 2 years. We don't have a proper left foot back. 2 years. Malacia was off for about 18 months. Luke Shaw off and on. So we need a proper left wing back. We have to get rid of Shaw. The contract should be terminated. Let him go. It's not worth it. He's at the football club. He's not playing. Taking over 100 grand a week. He has to leave. He's a darewood. He one of them that we have to get rid of. He's a darewood. As long as you are not available, you should leave the football club. We said the same about Anthony Martial, that since he's not available, he should leave. So Lucia should leave at the end of the season. He should be one of them that should be They should be gone. Anthony is another one. Anthony should be gone. I don't even know how that guy, how he made it professional. Because it should be pure luck. Because he's a dreadful footballer. Dreadful. You saw the free kick at Arsenal when Bruno played that ball to Anthony. He didn't even need to take a touch. Just smash it. What did he do? He took a touch there and passed it to the goalkeeper. There is no way Anthony going to improve in this system, and there is absolute and the crime Ten Hag committed. Ten Hag, he should be brought back to the UK and prosecuted for playing Anthony, or their footballer, in front of Amad Diallo. Ten Hag should be prosecuted for that. He committed a crime. But it was not strange to me. This is the same guy who coached Anthony and Mohamed Kudus at Ajax. But he, instead of going for Kudus for less than 45 million, he went for Anthony for over 80 million. Even though it was glaring that Mohamed Kudus is better than Anthony. So it was not strange when he refused to play Amad Diallo and play Anthony. He played Anthony over Amad Diallo. That all the fans saw it, that it was not a good thing. But he did. So it's not strange for him to buy Anthony instead of Mo Kudus. I think he will be one of the first players that will leave under this manager, because he has no future under this manager. And tomorrow game, I don't even want to see him on the bench, because we only have 3 players out for the game tomorrow: Lucia and Victor Lindelof. Lucia, Victor Lindelof, and Johnny Evans. Those are the 3 players that are out. So there should be no place for Anthony tomorrow. There should be no place for Anthony. He's cursed. He shouldn't be nowhere near our squad. So, my prediction for the game, before I go, let me just make my prediction for the game. My prediction for the game tomorrow: Manchester United 3 and N.Forest 1. I don't know. I'm just predicting that they will score, because on the break they are a threat. So I think they're going to score. So Manchester United are going to score 3 goals. Manchester United 3, N.Forest 1. So, but before I go, please subscribe to the channel. The link is in the description. The Football Heritage. Subscribe, like, and share. Peace. I'm all of you.